Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well tonight. I haven't been able to play for a few days, and it's kind of late again tonight. It seems like I'm always playing kind of late when I'm a little bit tired, but I really felt like doing a little bit of something after work all week. So here I am, for a little while at least. So last time, it was a few days ago, earlier in the week, we had kind of a rough time. We just come out of the Sanctum, sort of the underground catacombs, wine cellar area, into the city for the first time, which was very cool to sort of explore around, I guess, an outdoor environment for a little while. It was kind of short lived though, because pretty quickly we were cut off, I think, from the remainder of the city by sort of a canal or moat, and we were forced to um, take the only path really open to us, which was back underground through the abandoned mines, full once again of undead and beasts, and as we found at the very end, another dragon who made very quick work of us. um, I think what we learned from that is not to stand sort of right in the kill zone in front of him and eat the fire breath, because if you miss your defense timing on that, or you don't have your fire defense, your fire elemental defense art equipped, you're just going to die. So um, we're going to give it another try tonight. See how it goes. I'm eager to push the narrative a little farther along and see what happens, but things are definitely getting harder. And I hope the items and equipment I have will be sufficient to push through, because while I could go back and kind of farm areas for drops or try to raise my weapon affinity and stuff like that, at least with this dragon boss that we're faced with, none of that really seemed like it'd be too useful. The affinity in particular was just strong across the board, like massively strong, and was only really weak to edged. I think some edged or maybe some blunt, according to the in-game status, and it didn't seem terribly weak to it because I still had trouble doing very much damage at all. So I think the plan for today will just be to grab that shield, one-handed edged weapon, and maybe put my Dragonite gem into it to get the dragon class score up a little bit, and just persevere through it. Like the bosses so far have been a little bit like this. You're able to do generally very little damage, and you just kind of have to whack at them for a while until you get through their somewhat small HP pool eventually. So we'll hope this one is the same. We'll give it a few tries if it doesn't go smoothly at first, and just try to adapt our tactics if needed. I'm continuing to try something a little bit different. I'm going to bring the game audio in here a little bit. Here we are back in the abandoned mines. Yeah, the audio last time still didn't sound very good. I may have taken the game audio balance a little bit the wrong direction accidentally. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but from a quick review, it didn't sound very good. I'll have to take a closer look at it whenever I can. But I've tried to adjust for that a little bit today, and fingers crossed. The audio mix on this game seems a little bit all over the place. Certainly like some really cool subtle ambient noises in the background and stuff, but much louder sound effects and combat music when fighting, and that does make it a little different, a little difficult to get it right, it seems like. Of course, I hardly know what I'm doing, and I'm kind of just fooling around with this for fun, so I'm doing my best. Okay, just need to quickly review what I maybe picked up last time. So I have explored this floor. Yes, we found this Fern Sigil. Unseals a door in Abandoned Mine B1. We found at least 2 other doors. Or I shouldn't say other, I guess those are the only 2 doors. But in kind of that vertical room that had sort of like, that took us deeper into the mine shaft kind of. There were 2 locked doors, I think, at the bottom of that, but required, I think one was a one-way door and one took a different sigil, maybe the hyacinth sigil. And so we'll have to find a use for this. The Crimson Key got us into the mines here. And then we got a new spell. And then just some trap items and heal items. So these 3, I guess, are the main things I wanted to remember. I'm going to review my weapons quickly as well. I'm not sure. I may face some enemies before I get to the dragon room here. I think there's 1 room between us, so I'm going to leave things as is for right now. Because I think I'm well equipped for these human goblin type enemies. But I need to take out this beast first. $23 human on this axe already from this area. I think mostly from this area. Realize I'm actually kind of low on HP here. I didn't fully prepare myself before running in here, but these guys aren't so bad comparatively. Mistral Edge whips a stunning sheet of air at foe. It's not actually an air attack though, which might come in handy, I guess. Okay, so I believe the dragon is in the next room here. So I need to heal myself up, regen my MP, look at my weapons. Probably one of these two is gonna be my best bet. This actually has 4 dragon, which is something. It's better than anything else. That's not really what I meant to do. And yeah. Braveheart could be another good option here, but I'm going to start off with did this not have 4 dragon? What had 4 dragon? It shows 4 dragon here. Am I getting dragon from something other than the weapon? Yeah, it is. It's from Braveheart. Interesting. I didn't remember that gave 3 to each class. So I actually have only 1 dragon and 15 more, but that's fine. So I'll maybe plan to open with this when my risk is a little bit lower. Although I actually don't really want to use this weapon because I think gaining dragon can make me lose human. So if one class rises, the class below it may drop. It's vague. I don't understand the strong and weak. And the evil and human repeated at the bottom and top, I guess just shows that it cycles. But does that mean gaining human can reduce beast only? Or is it anything below it? But anything below it is like everything, so that seems unlikely. So maybe it's just the one below it, or some limit. Okay, anyway. I don't even have a shield. Reflect damage. This could be useful if I'm just not able to hurt it, but it's hurting me pretty well. I can reflect some of its damage if I can get the timing. I think these are the 3 clear choices from the few options that I have. I imagine my poison, paralysis, numbness will not or silence will not have any attack on it, effect on it. Generating health is not really worth it. Even 70% damage dealt for one risk may not be worth it, because I'm going to have to be attacking so much if my damage is low. I don't want to be gaining even one risk for anything but full damage. There was that skill that could do damage based on the amount of damage you've taken. That could be pretty useful, but I don't think I chose that one. And this depends on me doing damage to actually regen any MP, so probably have to rely on items once I run out of MP. So I'm just going to let my MP fill the last few bits here. Actually, I wonder, since I spent time setting myself up and it's one room away, I'm just going to save. After a few days, I'm really reversing my menu buttons here. It's fantastic. Okay, we survived to get close, and I can't do any damage with my weapon of choice. Yeah, I mean, look at that. So it is a little bit weak to edged and blunt. I don't really have a good blunt weapon. Actually, wait, is this weapon piercing? I had two glaives, one which was... Let's take a look at that. Maybe I just screwed that up. Yeah, it's piercing. Perfect. Weakest to blunt. Strength on this is low though. 14 edged. 15 edged. This is going to be my best, but I'm going to lose human. I got to replace the gem. And gem on the shield as well, maybe. That doesn't give me much fire to resist, but well, some of that human's coming from the gem, duh. So I'm actually, it's not all that high. And the gem that I want is on another weapon, so I need to remove it. It's super streamlined. Okay. Damage? Oh man, not even a good hit percent. Jeez. Okay, let's just try it for a few rounds and see. I do have my Degenerate and Prostasia spells. I don't think of any others except heal, I suppose, that would be useful. It's not weak to element. Yeah, it's like my weapons are just too weak. Oh, this does some damage. It's pretty low hit chance though. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can try to use that as a finisher if I actually get close enough to feel like I can do something, but that's going to be costly. It's costly with HP. Too early. So I could reflect like, did I say 40%? That might be like 20 damage? 18 damage? I can try to get to the tail. Oh. Ugh. Just the timing is tricky. It's just such a lugubrious strike. It's very hard to tell when it's actually going to hit. And I don't want to get myself back into the kill zone or something. Okay, those legs. Ugh, I'm trying to get another attack out, so I screw up my defense time. Not even pressing the right button. So I gained Earth. That means his weakest Earth. Is that correct? Based on the... No, that's not... Seems to not be correct, so that's just like random. I don't know. Oh, they do have different. Body is very weak to blunt. Fortunately, I don't have a blunt weapon. The tail is very weak to edged. We saw that. We saw that. I did like 20 damage. Legs are also a little weak to... Yikes. Dang it. Huh. Good rules. We have to use some risk reduction. Crits. Crit for 4. He's turning toward me. Can I... Oh, oh he blocked. Can I adjust so I don't want to mess up the... Ugh. Yeah, when I get that opportunity, chaining there doesn't seem bad because he turns away right very quickly. Oh no, he just stepped back. That was slow. Dead. That was like one step back and fire breath. And that was pretty much because I was trying to hit the tail. Yeah, I don't like the timing. The timing of the chains is tricky in many cases, but fairly natural, sort of. The timing on the defense is really not, unless it's a melee strike that you see coming in with speed. Like, it's very hard with the spells. To me, it feels like to determine the timing, it just feels kind of artificial, and that's not the right way. I don't know how much damage that was. Probably not even 100 HP in the end, but those tail attacks were pretty good. Just unfortunately very sketchy if he moves around like that. And because I didn't do my weapons right the first time, I have to redo it. Did I even just do that right? Spacing out a little bit. Okay. Aha, yeah, if he's like coming in for an attack. Ouch. Oh. Stepping back again. Dang. It's hard to tell, actually. He sits at that exclamation for a while, and then he turns. I think it was just luck, maybe, that I got him that first time. When he kind of stayed in place. I don't want to back away from him, because... Screwing it up again, because... Wow, he's just destroying me. Crit. I can't get the timing on that bite at all. It's just so slow. It's just turning. There we go. There we go. So we can stay back here. It's just amazing damage compared to how it's been going. pressing it right when. Oh yeah, he's just pivoting on a point. I'd really like to reflect some damage. Just cannot get the time. Oh, that would have been a great reflect, and yet trying to adjust. I was getting fast, so I waited. Then I get slow. Now I couldn't even tell he was attacking there. Let's try, since I'm doing so poorly with the defense timing, let's see what happens if I just reduce his strength. Okay, then I start to get the timing. Oh, wow. That is a little bit more damage on the... Oh, and I screw up the combo. Come on. No. Jeez. Yeah, here we go. Already? Wow, okay. Pretty finicky to get at that tail, but once you get in position, I guess you can get a few hits, and they really don't have that much HP. HP 5, nice. It's a lucky roll. Okay, there we go. That's a sigil to one of the doors we found. Armor's fire affinity, okay. Wonder if that's a bit of foreshadowing. I do remember elemental enemies, I think, in this game. And I'm going to heal up here. I want to be careful. I'm tempted to actually just go back and heal. Heal. I am going to heal to go back and save. See if it locks me in here. That'll be stressful. No, but that's a leader, goblin leader, so... Oh my gosh, and really? I think it makes sense to explore that way first. That was actually in the boss room those enemies spawned. It's kind of a jerk move. Now I'm gonna need my human weapon back again if I'm gonna fight those guys, and my silence ability. At least it's a good opportunity to take a drink whenever I have to save. All the time in the world. Well, I'm going to leave that until I get in the room. I assume these rooms will be clear now, but runs in, insta-casts, and then just runs across the entire room. I don't think I have my ability on. I switched it for the drag. No, I didn't. Oh, it's an attack one. I guess I didn't switch my attack ones, or didn't save it. Nice. Not so nice. Yeah, see, so I don't understand quite why. I'm doing like 10 points less damage. Is it because I'm like on a lower ground? Like, oh, I'm degenerated, of course. Blocked by the box, that's right. This guy is not weak to edged. I think I want to say he's weak to blunt, but that is unfortunate. So I don't have a good blunt weapon. Wow, and I just immediately lose equip up? It's like time speeds up in the menu. That's great. Come on, really? Seems like I cannot get closer to him. I'm gonna have to jump up. If I actually have the armor status display on. I don't. I think I'd like to start putting that on. It seems even harder to manage affinities and stuff on armor than on weapons, but intense. How high is this? I think I need 2 blocks here, but I should be able to get it if I break one of these. I'll have to move this. Oh, they're both push? Well, I forgot I couldn't pick that type up. I see, so yeah, I had to push it this way. I don't think 1 is going to be enough. Gotta reset the room, so. Oh, jeez. Yikes. I mean, there's no way to restack these. Can I? It's not close enough. I see. I could I? No, I couldn't have pushed this the other way, so it was up here. Unless I could push this other rock around, but I can't. I can't get behind it. This one's useless. It's definitely way too far. So I could get a 2-stack 1 block closer. Oh, okay. didn't need to. Okay, so this actually just loops back around and leads to the Hyacinth Sigil door, I think. Maybe? Yeah, definitely. This was the door that was latched. Crossbow definitely the easiest to chain. Oh, there's another one. Another one. So we still have the Fern Sigil to use. Oh no, I didn't react. What happened? We still have the Fern Sigil to use. We've used the Hyacinth, which we got from the Wyvern. We've explored everywhere else here. We saved after the boss at least. Okay, what? Can I actually fight these guys? Okay. I'd like to go back now. I guess there was nothing really in those rooms. Ooh, interesting. I'd actually like to... Nice, that's awesome. Using the range of the crossbow to get that silence. This guy's coming in, so... Go and do this. I hope I let my risk go down, generally I did. I'd like to... Stasia. I'm gonna try to stay on this guy. Just get him out of here. He's definitely the... I can't believe I didn't get an attack in there. That is perfect. Let's chain this. Nice. So you can kind of react to a crit, like if you get it like that. lose my buff immediately, but this guy has a crossbow. I think I'm not going to worry too much. I could crossbow and try to get a paralysis in there. That was not the right button. Let's leave that and do status on. Can you do anything? Nice. Chain that out. Would be nice if they just healed you up on this. You can't just stand here for like 5 minutes. Well, progress is coming at least a little better than last time, despite it having been a long week. Hope you guys are taking it easy. With everything out there, I had to make a supply run today, so I got a little bit of a walk, but yeah, I've been stuck inside kind of with work for a few days. Way to go here, but I'll just pick a direction. This area seems like definitely one of the largest so far, I think. I mean, the catacombs, the wine cellar, and the sanctum all kind of bled together, but even this is inverted. That's just so unintuitive. I didn't look at the room names. Oh no, it's one of these things. Not sure I've scanned one of these to see. It must have a weakness of some kind. Of course. Yeah. Perfect, and I didn't get a chance to swap my defense ability. Which means numbness. Numbness is actually okay. Not too worried. I'm gonna have to swap my weapon. Piercing or blunt. Let's try blunt first since it's one-handed. Doesn't care. Does not care. He's got those annoying spells. Wonder, does this... No, it's not silence, so I can still use... I want to use silence. Yeah, so I've got it equipped and everything. Actually, do I? I missed the timing anyway. Nice. I have paralysis. reflect that? What? There we go, let's go. Okay. Let's go after this guy. Definitely chain that. Screwed it up, but I don't know how to hurt you. How did I kill? Maybe it must have been piercing. It's just such a low hit percent chance. Of course. They don't have a ton of HP. I'm not chaining here because the hit percent chance is so low. And I can't read that. I can read crit if I just go ahead and chain the first one, but jeez. Wow, really? I mean, even if it's 50% to hit, you'd think you'd get every couple. Yeah, those guys are just really hard to hit much. This must be the Fern Sigil door. While I'm here, I may not want to go through the Fern Sigil door just yet. I think the map should tell me. Oh no, it's a different one. Glad I checked that. So I'm really not getting many like weapon drops or anything either. You know, for like combining, trying to make better weapons at the next workshop. These goblins do have weapons, melee blades. I thought that locked. And that is why we save. Well, just for sake, I'm perfectly lined up here. It's a pretty low chance, but obviously this is going to be weak to water. He's just going to stand here and I can't even get my weapon out and get an attack out. I don't have Flame Guard on, which is great, and I'm probably dead. Not quite. Did I not use my... I didn't use my Flame Guard spell yet. I should definitely do that, I assume. Jeez, he's just running away. Can't even... Nope. Didn't heal either. Am I dead? Yes. Perfect! Yeah, I don't know. Let's walk through a door and get aft. Loading is faster than saving, but doesn't really help much when you gotta save to be able to load. Alright, let's explore this way first. Oh no, it's these guys again. Let's see. I might be able to do it with my... Nope. Just instant. Now he's just gonna run. Nice. Good enough range with the spear. Let's try to finish this guy even though I'm debuffed. Yikes. Oh, these two synergize. Crimson Pain and Raging Ache. Well, so far the big magic attacks that I'm getting hit with are killing me, so I can't take damage from them to reflect damage. Yet. This, I kind of like the sound of. It's hard to keep up your MP. The only way I have to do that right now really is items. I do have the chain attack that will give me 30% damage as MP, I think. I'm gonna take this one, I guess. This would have potentially been useful against the Wyvern. And the Crimson Pain doesn't look super super useful until you have Raging Ache, so take that one first. That's pretty good damage. 10% to hit, let's do it. Oh, he's gonna run away though, isn't he? Oh, come on. Great. Super high risk is going to make it even harder to hit the thing. If piercing is good, crossbow could be good. Can he be numb and paralyzed at the same time? What am I doing? That just misses. Is he immune? Did that literally say 0% chance to hit? I shot the wrong thing again, and I hit him. But that is just never... Oh, shit. Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, I think I just can't paralyze. So, what's going to be best here? I mean, I could leave him. Just ignore him. Try to grab that chest. But I think the spear with the Braveheart gem for hit percent probably be a nice combination. At least about as good as I can do. Okay. Okay. Why is this? Oh, my risk is 72. Oh boy. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Be nice if I had a skill that did damage based on risk. Yeah, that did nothing. Surprising. So I have no real way to get that down. More fire, that's good. And yeah, I guess it is foreshadowing basically. Water affinity. Ah, that's good. That's going to be useful against that as well. So yeah, very important to explore these other directions before. Evade magical. Yeah, so one-handed with fire buff spells, salamander, gem, and ring. I'm actually out of space. What is this thing? This is a chain sleeve bronze. I have another one of those. Is chain sleeve better than a ring sleeve? I have no idea. I guess I can only discard, really. This is a complete guess. I have no idea. Let's just... This room is actually a copy of the one above. Okay, so that's basically it. 2 rooms, silver key, Fern sigil. While I'm waiting for my wrist to go down. So I don't know what kind of weapon that thing is weak to. I am going to go in with crossbow and try to silence it. I'm sure that is not going to work. Wow. Its int is lower though. And again, I remember I don't understand what these mean, even. It's basically defense, melee defense, and spell defense. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the sandals on. Okay, so this thing gives me... Oh, -5 dragon? I actually should have taken this off when I was fighting the... Not that the +15 phantom really helped me. Or +15 dragon from the gem. Not that that really helped me. So I have a spell to buff my weapon and a spell to protect myself. I don't have a gem for the weapon to raise fire. Well, I do have the mana breaker on a shield. 20% to evade, or... fire. I don't know. Let's try it. 15 fire seems like it wouldn't do a whole lot, but I don't know. Reduces foe's MP by amount equal to 30% of damage dealt. I don't know how much damage I can deal yet, so... If this run just goes south again, I'm going to at least try to get an analyze off so I can, for the next run, know like what I should be focusing on. I'm definitely slow as well running through this, like it's supposed to be, I think, about 20 hours for a first playthrough at least, and you don't get to 100% on the first playthrough, I don't think. But, I mean, I'm looking at more like 28, like closer to 30 hours for being like a quarter of the way through the game. High hit percent chance. Yeah, I don't think he can be silenced. Did I put my defensive skill on? That was on. Nope. Amazing. Amazing. That wasn't too much damage though. And I haven't even buffed myself. I'm just kind of experimenting here. I want to see if he's, you know, poisonable or silenceable. I don't think so. Paralysis and numbness probably don't really matter because he's casting spells. Temper is actually 40%. That costs 1 risk. That's 2 risk. Let's get my defense spells going if I can. Oh, I didn't use the item again. Oh, and I didn't buff my int. That's kind of unfortunate. Not sure how much that's costing me. 4 risk, it's pretty high, and the damage actually isn't too bad. Is that the right shield? Stats seem lower somehow. Oh gosh, I forgot. Being in menus, the buffs just immediately not good. it's Enchanter. Enchanter. Well, I better get this up, and then I better get my weapon buffed and see if I do any damage. If not, I'm gonna have to go in menus and I'm gonna lose all my buffs. Let's hope I'm not losing my buffs right now. Oh no, I can't have them both? Well. I'm actually not going to protect that. It's 20 more damage. I want to get in here. Okay. Okay, definitely some damage. I'm thinking combo. What is my triangle? Okay. That was a pretty bad roll. Okay. I'm gonna get my wrist too high here. I think I have... Right, no, Braveheart's not on this. I actually would like to put Braveheart on this, but I'm gonna lose my buffs, so... Let's just hit him. Ah, oh, jeez, so slow. Why am I missing everything? Oh, I was fast. So he's Phantom type. I need to heal. Damage seems okay compared to other... What? I just missed a heal? Come on. I want to hit him while I have the buff, but like... I need to heal and such bad rolls. I shouldn't be chaining against him, it seems like. And his speed is just ridiculous. I can get only like one hit. And I missed the timing, of course. I mean, that's like 4 in a row. I'm just gonna go item heal. Based on previous experience, like the damage I'm doing with this is fine. This stuff's actually really good against Phantom. It's piercing. Let's try it. What else? Something has Braveheart on it. I forgot that the silver was good against Phantom as well. Oh, this can't take a gem. That's unfortunate. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't want fire affinity. Hit him! Come on! Ugh. Yeah, so like, I'm supposed to know that the hit for that is like after the whole screen like thing. He's not doing that much damage. But my MP is in the gutter. He's really fast, and he does not take piercing, it looks like. So I think the other weapon is going to be better. And he's just so fast. I guess that must be what agility does. Basically lets you act more quickly. Back to this. It's like 4 menus deep just to see if I have the stupid gem equipped. Chance, chance. I really should analyze though. Basically strong to everything. Very strong to pierce and everything but water. I mean, with 40 risk, probably not even worth worrying about that one. Really? I tried that one, but I don't think I want more risk right now, really. I need to heal after this hit. Do I even have? Let's just use an item. He's not doing such massive damage, which means this might be a longer fight. I mean, one attack and one, so I can get... That one hurt a little bit more. Yeah, okay. So damage was pretty good. I made a number of mistakes there, but of course I didn't know, you know, he has a really high chain evade or whatever. His damage wasn't so bad. Didn't need to worry about the flame guard. I wonder if having high risk and using these is beneficial at all. It did say somewhere, I think, that you're supposed to take all your armor off or something, like to heal. It makes it more effective, but like that's just a little too much, I think. didn't save. My heal is like half as effective as it was. Like I was healing for like 100 sometimes not long ago, so it does seem like armor has an effect on that. I don't know, when I took it all off and I tried the potions or the stat boosting things, like it didn't seem to really make a difference. Actually, I don't think it did for the heal either. I took all the armor off. Okay. What I want to pay attention to here is... Why does it tell me I'm 0? That's just my innate stats. But some of these things, why? What? So this is weak to evil, it's weak to fire, so it was actually kind of bad to have on there. Yeah, I think like literally I shouldn't have even had this armor on. It makes me weak to fire. This gives me a little fire resist. So basically I should have put all like... The wizard robe could have been helpful here. Yeah, it has fire as well as int. So that was maybe a good choice. Hard to tell. So leather, like the lighter leather stuff seems to have better spell defense. You can't carry all this stuff with you all the time though, so if you really get into a bind or something, you might have to backtrack, get something. So if I come up against more fire stuff, I should unequip some of my, I should unequip some of my armor. Otherwise it's doing me some good. This stupid thing has 3 beasts. I'm switching to it like every time. To attack beast, and I have like nothing. It sucks. I think I shouldn't be chaining, actually. I shouldn't be chaining these guys to death all the time. Because I only ever see the stat pop on a first attack. There we go. Ah, so I lost Undead and Phantom. Let's just finish this guy. If I don't chain though, I don't get abilities. I need like XP for abilities. But I can just farm it, I guess, basically. So I got Beast, I lost Phantom and Undead. Beast, Undead, Phantom. So the 2 below. So I can lose at least the 2 below. I guess maybe what they mean is just like strong is like the top of the order kind of or something, and weak is the bottom, and then it moves back. So human is above beast and undead. Beast is above undead and phantom. Phantom is above dragon and evil. Evil is above human and beast. Maybe. No chest. This room looks kind of familiar, except this is moving in a different way. I don't know what I could do with these boxes, really. Yeah, this is like the same room, so we know that we only need one of these boxes. No way. He's like out of range before. This guy's casting now? Yeah, that is annoying. That is annoying. That's actually... They're both like leaders, goblin leaders. Okay, hold on. What? Yeah, he was silenced. How come he got to use cure paralysis? Was that an item? I mean, what? This crossbow guy's dangerous. Let's take him. Oh my gosh, come on. Both these guys are going to be blunt, right? Yeah. Lose my buff. It's probably unnecessary. That guy wasn't that strong. Oh, I still have silence on. What is he doing? This club is really saving my butt in here against these guys, though. Brass knuckles. Finally. Still only got like, whoa. Still only got like one beast there. It's another very similar room to one of the other ones. Really? Oh, seriously? What is this thing? I like... haven't been able to save for a number of rooms. HP at least. My HP is not full. Glad that succeeded. Oh, this is an ogre. Okay, piercing. I think I can work with that. Very high affinity. This is like 3 bosses, mini bosses in this one area. Yeah, so this scan really told me almost nothing. Just that piercing weakness. Not on his body though. Or his legs. Okay. Beast. Supposed to be weak to piercing. Not really weak to piercing. Not really weak to magic or anything. So some of my armor could be stronger, I think, because I still have some of the light on. I'm sure he's going to be immune to that, but Raging 8 could be pretty good. We'll try it. Taking a fair amount of damage, that's useless. It's just these two reflect an impact, really. Oh, jeez. Like, So he runs away, so I couldn't hit his head, and then he just turns and immediately blasts me. He's also weakened. I don't know if he's immune to that, or if he's just... Hmm. Before I buff myself, I think. This is actually the better choice because it provides some physical. Neither of them protect against edged. The spear is working okay, but I'd like to get hit percent on there. He's very fast. Okay, no comboing. Wow. No. Yeah, I need to buff myself. Oh, really? I'm just not using my MPs, so let's heal some. Oh, wow. Why did I heal for so much more there? Bashing. Mashing, trying to get another attack in. Pretty respectable damage, it seems like. Getting a little bit low again. So let's see if he's gonna die. Seems to have more HP than the other bosses. It's pretty low hit percent. Yeah, fuck. Interesting. Another elemental. Okay, really. So that's strange. So my risk is still high. If I heal a lot, it's higher than it was. Oh, you know what? But so what I was just thinking is that I took off those boots, like the sandals or whatever, that had quite high intelligence defense, like spell protection. So that could have been blocking some of the heal. But I just could have sworn the other day when I was playing, I took all my armor off and I healed, and it was the exact same. So I'm gonna heal again here now with 0 risk. Yeah, it is less. So risk has an effect on that a little looks like. That's good to know, because using those defensive abilities really pumps your risk. Wait a minute, am I just... I think I went the wrong way, because, like, these rooms just look identical again. It's hard to tell, because some of them clearly are, like, copies. Trap. Well, what do you see? You find it strange, no? Unnatural is more the word. That thing you do, it... They have formed into 3 groups. They are wounded and increasingly wary of being split apart. They seem less focused than our visitors last night. The soldiers last night were trained elites. These latecomers are mere sellswords. Guildenstern doubtlessly wished to catch us in the Greylands. Yet we proved too cunning a quarry. It is a hollow victory. Our losses are greater than the blades. And they have cut our puppet strings and turned them against us. Who are their puppets? Maybe those crimson blades that Sydney appeared to as Guildenstern to give orders, or maybe they've, like, enchanted their own followers? We have sacrificed much, yet it need not be in vain, need it, Harden? How can they control our servants? How? Not all of them can, only a few. Yet we are the masters, are we not? Have we been betrayed by one of our own? I think not. The Cardinal has prepared long for this. 20 years watching, waiting. Think. They struck us just as we were moving on the Duke. They knew our plans, Sydney. Temper, Harden. You must learn control. We are lost, Sydney, lost. We must leave now or we'll be warming our toes in hell. I said control yourself. I am telling you, all is well. Trust me, Harden. All is well. We are friends, you and I. Is that not so, Harden? Give me your trust, friend. Yes. Friends. Take the Inquisitor with you and go ahead. And don't be too rough. Just going to pay a visit on Guildenstern. Worry not, friend. Use sigils to lock all you can. It will cost our guests valuable time to unbind them. If we are friends, do not compel me so. Never again, Sydney. Yeah, so they have some sort of control over people. He intends to die. He's like seeing through her eyes somehow. This guy, this is the Duke's man. Although he dresses sort of like a blade, he has the cross. Nice, so we're climbing out. So it's called the escape way, the trader's parting. Pray to the mineral gods. Live long and prosper. This was the silver key. We never got that. So I imagine we'll be back. I'm hoping for a save here. Nice. So I think I'll call it here, and I will be back again next time. Much better progress today, I thought. Still a little rough just whacking away at some of those tough bosses with high defense at this point. Oh, excellent. So we are on the other side of the canal now, but still back in Town Center West. And I think on this side there was a cloudstone of some sort that might take us back and forth across, for example, to that workshop. That would be nice. It's been a while. So I'm going to save. Go ahead and save here. This is where I'll call it, but I might just poke my head over there just to see if that's true. But despite being really tired tonight, that was a lot of fun. So look forward to getting back next sometime soon, hopefully. Good night, everyone.